I am a tree that lives a long life. I am a tree that has seen a lot. I am a tree living in a land of hard work. I am a tree not like others. And I am the tree that has dedicated its life for the people of this land. It's a very hot summerly bonkish like most of the year. The sun is shining bright. All the surroundings are healthy and beautiful. The plants are all green, the flowers are blooming, and trees are strong. I am a young tree and have many friends. We enjoy children coming from the village and playing with us. They like our fruits and we love them dearly. You should see them during festivals, playing, dancing, and giving the cheer all around. People in the village also talk and confide in their deep secrets to us. That strong bond passes from generation to generation. The village has a leader, João, a very wise man. I see my strength on his face and feel my compassion in his touching voice. He's not too old nor too young. His scars make me remember the paths he used to lead people in the village. The life wasn't easy to him. It was a beautiful sunset. The sun was a big red ball. Everything was usual, except the way he was looking at me.
I'm getting old and weak, wishing this land will never change. I hope our traditions will live, peace always surround us. But life has unexpected surprises.
João, my brother, why are you talking as for leaving me? What happened to your dreams, your plan for this land, for our lovely land?
Let me finish, sister. People must watch their steps. Consequences of our actions are like stones blocking up a road.
After a while, he smiled and walked away. His words were stamped on my heart. We call each other brother, but he was always closer than a brother to me. Shortly after, there was an unbelievable news spreading all around. The leader is sick and about to die. I wish I could talk to him. My brother, my dear friend, I wish I could do something for him. It didn't take too much time for people to choose a new leader. He was younger and had been working with the ex-leader for a long time. He knew how things worked in the village. Months had passed. Things were going quite well. The school was almost finished and the hospital too. The happiness was still in our land. People were busy with arrangements for the festival approaching. The new leader, Leonardo, was calling it the Festival of Life. Leonardo is not tall. He has long curly hair. His eyes are as green as our land. His voice sounds like ocean in the wind. It was the day before the festival when he came to me. He was so excited.
I have great news for my people. There is a very noble man. He offered himself to help us.
He left as soon as he finished his words. I was wondering what happened to João or if he was alive. But it was a question nobody asked. The day after, during the festival, Leonardo repeated his words to the people. He mentioned about developing. More education, health, and job opportunities will be provided to you, he added. People were more than happy. They sang, danced, and celebrated the good news whole night. But what they didn't know was, at that moment, their lives were changed forever. As months went by, the village started to look different. The people kept working harder than ever. The trees were cut down. There were tall buildings instead of picnic areas. A big hotel was built very close to the ocean. People all around the world started to stay and enjoy in our village. They were bringing money, of course. Everything looked perfect. In the first place, people did not recognize they were killing their own land. Smoke was all around. The water was contaminated. The green of our land and the blue of our ocean were gone. Diseases were spreading fast. That wasn't the only change. The nobleman, Marcos, already owned the mine, a large piece of land, many animals. He put taxes which everyone had to pay. He was sending a lot of money to Leonardo so that he could carry on. Although Leonardo was very glad at the beginning, by the time passed, he started to realize that nothing was as good as before. He convinced himself to talk to the nobleman, hoping for a change. Marcos is very tall and charismatic. He's not only a gifted politician, but a perfect liar. He's fascinating. When you listen to him, you feel like he's the one who can put forward his life for your sake. It was a warm afternoon when Leonardo tried to explain himself to Marcos. Marcos was looking at him in the eye. For the first time, Leonardo could see what was hiding in Marcos' heart of stone. Obviously, all Marcos wanted was to rule the village himself. He didn't care whether people were young or old, if they were sick or not. The next day, Leonardo came to me and said,
I don't have anyone but myself to blame.
His green eyes were shouting out his suffer. It's never late, Leonardo. It's never too late if you can still breathe.
Tell me, Mondero, look around and tell me what I can do.
People call me the giant tree and wonder how I can live over 1,000 years. Actually, it's very simple. I am the upside down tree. I never forget my roots, but always carry on my head. That makes me the strongest tree in the world. Leonardo is a clever man. How could I forget my ancestors and follow a man I just met? He thought.
Thank you, Mondero. I am the leader, and I must behave like a leader.
He sat and left without looking behind. A few weeks later, Marco was gone. Jean was with Leonardo to help him out. Everything was getting better. Leonardo started to come very often. But my brother João could not walk anymore. That explains why he didn't come to me for a long time. He sending letters sounds like birds singing around. I am Imbandero, a tree that lives a long life, a tree that has seen a lot. I am the tree of a land which is strong enough to stand after shaking storms.